The founder of the EV truck startup Nikola has been sentenced by a federal judge today after a jury found him guilty of 2 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of securities fraud. Trevor Milton became a billionaire overnight when he took Nikola public through a SPAC back in June 2020. That's until allegations of false and misleading statements were raised by short seller Hindenburg Research. With more, we've got team coverage from our Alexis, Keenan, and Pras, Subramanian. And Alexis, let's start with you on the sentencing today and what now becomes of Trevor Milton.
Yeah, so he has a significant sentence. He was sentenced to 4 years in federal prison. Those are 3 sentences for 3 different counts, but to be served consecutively. If they had been strung out, it would have been 12 years. So these are charges that he was convicted of by a jury in Manhattan back in October of 2022, wire fraud, securities fraud. And those charges and conviction were for lying to investors, lying to the public about the capabilities of the company's, Nikola's hydrogen and electric semi and pickup truck capabilities. There were lies that were on social media by Trevor Milton, also lies to reporters. But most prominently and most memorably was this promo video that the company had put out showing its Nikola 1 semi-truck, hydrogen truck, going down a road. But it turned out that, as you can see there in that video, the truck was not driving on its own propulsion. It was just rolling down a hill. So this was something that was supposed to convince the public to put more money into this company. But this federal judge in Manhattan deciding that this would be the sentence. He will, though, be out on bail, assuming that he makes it. He was given this reprieve. The judge granted bail pending appeal of this case. And the judge noted there that the experts who do these loss calculations that decide, they're very significant in deciding how long a sentence will be, that they can sometimes get it wrong. So a lot of debate in court today about how much investors actually lost.
All right. And Pras, you look at this stock, so it's trading for under $1, right? What is the future of this business? Is there one?
Yeah, I think that there's this story now. What's next for Nikola post Milton? Post this, they put this essentially to bed now. He's going to go away for some time, but essentially it's a bet now on that hydrogen power, right? So the battery electric trucks, pretty bad recall this past summer. There was an issue with the battery packs and cooling. They had to recall all of those trucks, right? So this past Q3, they didn't deliver any trucks. They produced 0, delivered only 3. A quarter ago, or a year ago, they made 75 trucks. These are all been recalled. Now the big bet is on the hydrogen-powered, fuel cell-powered semi-trucks that they have about 277 non-binding orders. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's also non-binding, but that's the future from 35 different customers. They want to deliver those next year. 2024 is a big year for them. And they raised $175 million early this month to kind of keep them afloat for a while.
So given the sentence for Trevor Milton, who's, sort of fake it till you make it, reminds me of Elizabeth Holmes, right? A little bit in that sense. And given what you're talking about, the struggles for Nikola post Trevor Milton, what kind of other R&D have we seen with these kinds of vehicles, with hydrogen vehicles? Because in some quarters, this is seen as kind of the next phase post-electric, right? So has it thrown cold water on that? I
mean, whether you believe the Nikola story, I mean, they had a new CEO just announced in August. We spoke to the one prior to that in May, and then we had the battery fire recall. So the thing with the company is that hydrogen power is legitimate, right? The fuel cells are sort of a bet on the future of stuff like not just trucking, but cargo ship container, things that high power, a lot of heavy dense energy we need to use for stuff like trucking and cargo shipping. It's an option. So the question is, can Nikola be the company that does that? And I think there's some question as to whether that's the case, but they do have the Tre truck is being built by a partner called Iveco in Europe, and that truck is happening, and next year is supposed to be rolling out. And then, but the bigger question is, what's your network like? Where is these hydrogen fuel chargers or kind of these, what are they called? Terminals for when you can, anyway, that's a different story.
All right.
Well, we'll keep on you for that part of the story.
Alexis, Pras, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that.